power-ups are a key feature from Call of Duty Zombies, but which 5 are the best of them all? Let's take a look. Hi guys, and welcome back to another top 5 zombie video, and today we're going to be ranking the top 5 best power-ups, or drops as some of you might call them, from World at War, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 Zombies. Now guys, if you could show your support by subscribing to the channel, that would be very much appreciated, and also hit the like button too if you enjoy. But with that said, let's move on to the list. Coming in at the number 5 spot, I have gone for Zombie Blood off Origins from Black Ops 2. Now, what this power-up does is, when you collect it, you are essentially camouflaged within the zombies, and the zombies won't attack you or hit you, so you are essentially invincible for 30 seconds. But of course, the robot's foot can still kill you, but the zombies will not attack you or run after you or nothing. They just sort of linger around in the area, and you're free to do whatever you like. This power up is exclusive to Origins, and it's very useful for, say, if you want to get a piece for the staff, or if you want to pack a punch your weapon, or whatever you want to do on the map. If you run into this power up, you basically have 30 seconds to do this without any stress from any of the zombies. And yeah, it's just a nice little feature that they placed onto this map. 30 seconds, it's not an awful lot of time, but it is enough to do what you want to do. And yeah, I think it's quite an underrated power up, and certainly very useful in most cases. So I do believe that Zombie Blood does deserve the number 5 spot. Moving on to the number 4 spot, I have gone for Insta-kill. Now, Insta-kill is one of the original 4 power-ups first introduced in MatomTV from World at War, and what this power-up does, it essentially makes every single zombie on the map for 30 seconds have a minuscule amount of health. So any weapon, including the knife or the pistol, any weapon will kill the zombie within 1 bullet. And yeah, so you are essentially not invincible, but there is very, very little chance that you will go down, because you can just shoot into zombies and they will all get just killed instantly, hence the name Insta-kill. On top of that, Insta-kill is also very useful for obtaining points, and on World at War it's actually very useful for churning through the rounds, especially on MatomTV and Verrucht, when there's only 24 zombies, and Shinanuma, when there's 24 zombies per round. You can just grab an Insta-kill and you can end the entire wave, and then a majority of the next wave as well. So on World at War especially, Insta-kill is a fantastic power up, and yeah, I'm just glad that we were able to have this power up on every single map from MatomTV up to Origins. So it's got to make the list, so I'm going to put it in at the number 4 spot. Sitting in at the number 3 spot, I have gone for the perk bottle drop from Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. Now, this power up is obtainable on Ascension, Call of the Dead, Shangri-La and Moon from Black Ops 1, and also returned in Black Ops 2 on Die Rise and Buried. Now, the most common way to obtain this power up is by killing boss zombies, so George Romero for example, or the monkeys from Shangri-La, the witches from Buried like you just saw in this clip. Just a few examples, and yeah, so there's no sort of situation where you wouldn't want a free perk, and it's just a very nice addition to Call of Duty Zombies. And yeah, I think there is no situation where you wouldn't want a free perk. The only time where I would say this can be a little bit detrimental is when you're playing on Die Rise, because you might end up picking up Who's Who, which is a perk which you genuinely do not want, because it actually makes your life even harder. So I do try to avoid picking up the bottles if possible when playing on Die Rise, but normally the free perk power up just helps you get set up a lot quicker. And as you can see here in this clip, I've got Mule Kick, which is of course a £4,000 or 4,000 point perk, so it saved me 4,000 points, which is a lot of money, especially on the early rounds. So all in all, I do think it is a excellent power up, and it comes in at the number 3 spot. However, coming in at the number 2 spot, I have gone for the Bonfire Sale from Black Ops 1 on the map 5. Now the Bonfire Sale is a map exclusive power up, and what it does is it allows you to upgrade your weapon in the Pack-a-Punch machine for 1000 points instead of the usual 5000 points. So you get a 4000 point discount when upgrading your weapon, which is a massive advantage when you're trying to get set up in the rounds of playing on 5. Now 5 is, you know, a notoriously difficult map, so this is ideally the perfect map to have this power up on, because it just allows yourself and other teammates to upgrade your weapon for 1000 points. It can really aid you and your teammates in getting set up when playing this difficult map. There is only one method to get your hands on this brilliant power up, and you have to kill the Pentagon Thief before he takes your weapon. Now this is of course a very difficult task to do. It's not easy at all whatsoever, but if you are successful, then you know you do get rewarded very heavily. And the power up lasts 30 seconds, which is, you know, the sort of standard time for most power ups, so you do get plenty of time to upgrade your weapon, and if you're playing with teammates, they can of course all have enough time to get theirs as well. So yeah, it's a really cool addition, a fantastic power up, and it most definitely does deserve the number 2 spot. Clinching the number 1 spot though, guys, we have Max Ammo, one of the original 4 power-ups like Insta-kill, and what this power-up does is, well, what it says on the tin, it gives you max ammo, so it refills all of your ammo capacity for your weapon, including wonder weapons, you know, any type of weapon which you have. This power-up gives you full ammo capacity, which is invaluable. There's no other power-up out there which, if you don't pick it up, can be so detrimental to your game, especially on the later rounds, which is why I think max ammo is the best. In the early rounds it's not as useful, but the further into a zombies game you get, the more valuable max ammos become. As well as being dropped from zombies, max ammos are also dropped from completing boss rounds. So when you finish a Hellhound round, or if you kill the Pentagon Thief, or the Jumping Jacks from Dire Eyes, you know, for example, just a few times when you can get this power up. So you are sort of not you're not always finding it difficult to get max ammos. Some maps it's easier to get them than others, but you know, there's just no better feeling is that when you're out of ammo completely on your wonder weapon and you see a max ammo, you grab it and then you can just reload and just get back to slaying zombies. So yeah, max ammo, I think everybody will be in an agreement with this, and we can all agree that max ammo is the best power up from Call of Duty Zombies. Now I do want to give one honourable mention, because I didn't think it was fair that I missed this out, and I'm going to go for the Death Machine from Black Ops 1. Now the Death Machine is a power up which is available on the maps 5, Ascension, Call of the Dead and Moon, and what it does is for 30 seconds you are given a Death Machine which has limited ammo for that time period and very high damage. And you can basically just sort of, if you want to stand in a corner and just hold down the trigger button or the shooting button, or you can move around, you know, whatever you want to do. And it's very good for getting points, it's good for killing zombies, it's just good for clearing out, you know, if you've got a big wave behind you. It's just fun to use. I think that's a big factor. It's arguably the most enjoyable power up to use, and it's also very good at the same time. Now some of you might be questioning why I didn't go for the Wunderwaffe power up from Call of the Dead, and while the Wunderwaffe is on paper a much better weapon than the Death Machine of course, and it also lasts longer, I think the fact that you've got to, you know, kill George to get your hands on it is just, it puts me off. You know, it puts me off putting it on the list, because yes, it is a better power up when you manage to get it, but in order to get it in the first place, you've got to do so much, and it's just, is it worth it? I mean, some players will say yes, some players will say no, just depends on, you know, how you want to play. But no, the Death Machine is very accessible. It just drops from zombies, you know, like any other power up. And yeah, I was tossing up between putting the Wunderwaffe or the Death Machine on the honourable mention, and I just think that given all the factors put into account, I do think that the Death Machine does deserve it slightly more than the Wunderwaffe. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, Please remember to like and subscribe to show your support. That would be fantastic. And also leave your thoughts down below in the comment section what you thought about this list. Also, just quickly, I have created an entire playlist full of different top 5 zombie lists. So if you did enjoy this video, I highly recommend that you check out my playlist for some more. But more importantly, guys, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I will catch you soon on my next video. Goodbye.